Hey, Santa Sue, I'm Daryl Lindsay.
And I'm Raphael Tamayo. It's January 2009, and we're coming to you from New York City.
Why are we reporting all the way from New York?
I don't know, but it's freezing, and it's stressing me out.
Do you know who's an expert on stress? Mike Puga.
Stress is a common problem shared by many people, but what causes this stress can be very different.
The senior project was pretty stressful, 20 hours outside of school, plus my mom said I had to get a job. Can't afford to pay for stuff, so got to start paying for it for myself.
Stress is mental. It's our perception of what's going on in our lives, which then becomes emotional and physical. One of the things I always do is to make a list of everything that's on my mind. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and there are a lot of things you just can't get control of, make a list of everything you have to do, everything you're worried about, everything that's bothering you. Finally, talking things over with a good friend or your counselor is helpful in gaining perspective and helping to get everything that's bothering you out. And your counselors really are here for that, so please make an appointment to come and see one of us.
Thanks, Mike. Do you know where I'd rather be right now? The dance concert.
Yeah, seeing the dance concert would be totally sweet. Here's Jolene Glasser with more.
Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it.
Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention.
So, that guy behind us looks pretty cold.
He'd probably blow all his money at the student store.
Everyone knows you can buy tickets to performances or food at the student store, but do you know anything else? This is the true life of a student store employee. You think you know, but you have no idea. Hey, I'm here with Rudy Cornejo, Nicole Moore, and Cesar Hernandez. So, is this a class?
Yes, it actually is. Leadership students work the student store during lunch, and that's period 5.
And when is it open?
Well, it's open 30 minutes before and after school, and then of course it's open during lunch, but it's never open during passing.
And who gets to work the counter?
The kids from leadership gets to work during lunch, but before and after school you have to ask Miss P.
And what does the job of working in the student store consist of?
What the students do is basically, we just run and get the items for the kids, and then we also complete transactions, give them back their change, stuff like that.
And last but not least, do you guys get free food?
No!
Well, back to you guys at the studio.
What was that?
I think I'm getting a cold.
It's probably from sick. Santa Susana improv comedy.
Man, New York is so much fun on New Year's.
Yeah, what was your New Year's resolution?
Oh, that's a secret, but some people can't keep secrets, so here's Adrina Kacharian with Resolutions Revealed.
Hey guys, I'm Adrina Kacharian. As we all know, it's a new year, and with that, New Year's resolutions.
There you go.
So Nikki, what's your New Year's resolution?
Probably just to lose some weight,
To lose weight.
To get a new car and to lose some weight.
To lose weight. And what's your New Year's resolution?
To lose weight.
And to solve world hunger, Mr. Congeniality.
Lose weight.
And what's your New Year's resolution, Mr. Beck?
For 2009, I'd really like to spend more time with my family, and especially my 14-month-old son. As an English teacher, I think sometimes we get bogged down with papers and and things at school that we feel like we need to take care of, and that sometimes supplants the time that we need to spend with our family, and my family is first and foremost in my life, and I want to make sure that I spend more time with them.
Thank you, Mr. Beck.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Adrena. Okay, you win. My New Year's resolution was I wanted to ask you to winter formal.
Well, you know, it's kind of too expensive for me.
Oh, no, it's not. It's only $60.
Yeah, but I only have $55 in this ASB card.
Well, that's perfect because tickets are $55 with ASB. So you and...
Well, you know, Daryl, I actually have something to do right now. I have to go interview a teacher about the performing arts.
Oh.
Now that was a sticky situation. I'm here with Mrs. Bradley to talk about her performing arts.
I've been involved in theater with the community and student films and such since I was about 13 years old.
And what are some of the plays you performed in?
A lot of Shakespeare, a lot of French farces, a lot of Victorian or Gothic type productions, and of course, every fairy tale known to man.
And, out of all those, what was your favorite role, would you say?
I would have to say Smog, when we did a version of The Hobbit, is one of the favorites, and of course, Every Girl Likes Playing Juliet. And there were several others that were a lot of fun, but I'd have to say those are the tops.
All right, well, back to New York. Man, I was really nervous in that teacher interview. I guess I should have watched Lauren Roebuck's 7th tip for talking to teachers before I left.
That's impossible. We haven't run it yet.
I'm here with Dimitri Sullivan with tip number 7 on the top 10 tips for talking to teachers.
Yeah, focus on what you need, not what you think the teacher is doing wrong. Because the more the teacher learns about you, the more they'll be able to help you. Now, the more defensive the teacher feels, that's not that great, because then the less they'll be able to help you out.
Thanks, Dimitri. Santa Sue, keep learning.
We've featured stories about many of our teachers on campus, but what about the staff members?
Good point. Let's listen to Alexandra Jones.
Rafa, on a sad note, Brad Rochelo, one of our favorite custodians, after 15 months is leaving Santa Sue. Can you explain what happened?
Well, right now Santa Susana, as well as all the other high schools and grade schools, are going through budget cutbacks, and they had to lay off 11 custodians. And because of seniority, I was part of the 11 custodians that actually got laid off. Well, obviously, one of the best memories that I have of the school in the 15 short months that I've been here is the tech department. You guys are basically pretty unique in what you guys do. I mean, you put out a lot of interesting information. You put out a lot of good stories. You guys cover a lot. It was pretty new to me, actually meeting all of you. Working with Irene is probably one of the best things that I've done here.
Speaking of other staff members, here's Lindsay Shin with Mrs. Abbe's long-term sub.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Mrs. Abbe's long-term substitute, Mr. Parks. So, Mr. Parks, can you tell us a little bit about your background with music as a career?
I've been playing piano and doing choral stuff since I was probably 12, 11 years old.
And the most in-depth question that everybody is wondering. You were deserted on an island with one 80s pop star. Who would it be?
I hate 80s music with a passion, so I'd say they can all stay dead, personally.
Well, there you have it. So make sure to give Mr. Parks a big welcome when you see him around school.
Let's finish up with a reminder about Financial Aid Night. It's tomorrow evening in the MUR, 7 to 9. Seniors and their parents learn about college loan programs and how to get them.
Well, that's all for now. Have a great day, Santa Sue.
So, I'm sorry, why won't you take me to winter formal?
Well, I don't, it's not you, it's me. I have problems.
Did you really just say that? That is the lamest excuse I've ever heard in
What
my
else do you want
entire
me to
life.
say?
Is there something wrong with me, Rafa? Do you think that that's...
Okay,
I
you know
can't
that
even
smell that
believe
people
you.
get? You know, when they've been like jogging for like 3 miles? You kind of like emit that every like 3 seconds, and it bugs me so hard.
The most horrible thing.